Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the QX Financial Podcast. I have my dear friend here, Sharadi, with me today. How you doing, Sharadi?
Doing well, thank you.
And most of you know me already. This is Janko, CEO and founder of QX Financial. So today we're going to talk about Social Security misconceptions. Social Security is going to be a big, big, important part of your benefits and your retirement. So we figure let's start talking a little bit about it. A lot of people find it really challenging and very difficult to understand, but we'll do our best today. Just focus on some of the misconceptions and what the real answers are, so you guys can take advantage of it. So let's get to it. All right.
Perfect.
So the first one is people may think there is nothing I can do to change the amount of benefits that I received. It's a flat level benefit. Is that so?
So that's actually a pretty common misconception. Um, the fact is that when and how you claim your Social Security benefits has a huge impact on your payments later on. So optimizing your claiming strategy to generate the greatest amount of income can result in permanently increased benefits.
Hmm.
So, for instance, instead of taking the money as soon as you're eligible for it, if you actually delay that, you can actually be getting a lot more later on just by delaying those payments for a couple of extra years.
Exactly right. And that leading to the second misconception that kind of ties into that, that says, I should be claiming my Social Security as soon as I'm eligible. Is that a
Right.
good idea?
So most people, as soon as they are eligible, do want to start taking advantage of that because they tend to um, bank on or count on using their Social Security as part of their retirement. And a lot of people really want to get those benefits as soon as they're eligible. You know, they've paid into this for their entire career and now they can finally access that. So most people want to take that as soon as they can. However, depending on the year you were born, um, you can actually reduce your benefits by as much as 30% for the rest of your life by claiming those benefits as soon as you reach retirement age. Whereas if you delay that a little bit more, you can, on the reverse side, increase those benefits by as much as 30% for the rest of your life, which can be a huge, huge benefit to you.
It is significant. And I guess that also ties into the next misconception that says, well, Social Security is a separate thing. It's not really part of my retirement plan. Is that so?
Right. So we have those that are, you know, really leaning on Social Security as part of their financial strategy for retirement. And then on the other side, we have some people that think, you know, I don't I don't think I really qualify for it, so I'm not even going to put that into my retirement strategy at all. And that's also a mistake. I mean, you have been paying into the Social Security system for a while. You should be able to take advantage of these benefits, and you should be able to um, talk with someone who is familiar enough with Social Security and the rest of your retirement strategy to know how to use these benefits most effectively.
Exactly. And also, in addition to that, is how do they interact with your other assets? You may have a 401k plan, you may have a pension, you may have medical benefits from your employer or the state if you're a federal or state employee. So, how does those interact with those other benefits also is important because you can have tax implications and things of the sort. So, once again, it's important that you talk to somebody, which really we're happy to help you with that as to how will that could affect your or benefit you.
Right. You definitely don't want your retirement years to be reactive. You definitely want to be proactive and make sure everything is set up and that you understand where your money is going to be coming from before you hit that age.
Exactly right. And the last misconception or myth, people say, well, I'm not worried about losing benefits later. I want to start right away because I'm not going to make it to 90 or 95 or 100, whatever the age is. What would you say to that?
So, in my opinion, this is very dangerous thinking because the life expectancy is increasing with better medical care and better air quality in certain parts of the areas. where you might be living. There are a lot of other things that are contributing to having a larger or a higher life expectancy. And so saying, by the time I'm retirement age, I'll probably just die of a heart attack like my father. That may not actually be true. And the fact that your father did have a heart attack, they're probably actually watching you a lot closer, and you have a greater chance of living to an older age than your parents. So, basing your experience solely off of those who have come before could be very dangerous. And saying that you're not going to live past a certain age could be very dangerous, both for you and for anyone who you might need to eventually depend on for your care in later life.
Exactly right. And I know we just went through through the COVID pandemic of 2020 and to 2023. And, because of that, we have seen a small decrease on the average life expectancy of the average person. But once again, that's an average. So if you have access to high quality healthcare, you live in an area of the country where, you have resources and a fairly, healthy surroundings, odds are north of 35% odds are that you're going to go beyond life expectancy. So, if you multiply that benefit times those years, you start to see how much money you're living on the table. So the key here for us as your advisors, for example, would be to help you get to that age 70 without having to take Social Security, right? Because if you compare taking Social Security at age 62 or taking it at age 70, it's a 76% difference in the postage. You get 20% more money, 76% more money if you start at 70 than if you start at 62. And that will add up over, your retirement years. So bottom line is there's a lot of misconceptions, there's a lot of myths. We address a couple of those. But how do we get there? How can I get to 70 without having to spend my money? It takes a little planning. It takes, as you said, Sharadi, it takes to be proactive. Let us know if we can be of help. That's an area that we specialize on. We'd love to help you plan for your retirement. Let us know if we can have the privilege to help you do that. So, Sharadi, thank you for covering these misconceptions with me. We'll talk on the next podcast.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day.